Welcome Scorpio, it's your in-depth weekly forecast for week commencing the 5th of August for the Ascendant, the Sun or the Moon. Just to say, my very special year 2025 personal horoscope forecast is available now, and you'll get the rest of year 2024 free and 30% off in my special package along with your life roadmap report. Please see the link below for more. Your ruling planet Mars continues to be very influential at the start of this week. It's very close to the part of fortune, and also Jupiter in the part of your scope that's to do with shared resources, investment and finance. But their link, and particularly Jupiter's to the Sun, which reaches a peak on Wednesday, really could be a green light moment for a project or plan or even job opportunity that really excites you. This could elevate your profile and gain you much more recognition than you've had before. So if there is a job that's really taking your fancy at the moment, this is a prime time to be very dynamic about going for it. Now I can hear some of you thinking, but what about Mercury retrograde, Patrick? Well, Mercury retrograde on Monday for 2 weeks is in the part of your situation to do with your network, and it could be someone from your past is going to be in touch, and who, as much as what you know, is critically important at this time. If we only see Mercury retrogrades as being snags, we will experience snags. So set your intentions, because Mercury retrograde in your 11th house could see you rethink some of your longer term hopes. But equally, with Venus joining on Monday and the two coming into an alliance on Thursday, that could be when you get some excellent news. Could be socially, could be from an old friend. So do see a window of opportunity despite the Mercury retrograde. But as this week goes on, we also need to be mindful of the planet of restraint, Saturn. It starts to increase its influence over the planet of growth, Jupiter, and in fact they come into an exact square on the 19th of this month. But that really dynamic duo of Mars and Jupiter, they're continuing to inch closer together, and that reaches a peak on the 14th of August. So what I'd say to you is that when it comes to someone you may be attracted to, the 5th house, that's where Saturn is, Saturn here can in some ways extinguish our passion because it can make us so cautious. But the 8th house energy and combination of Mars and Jupiter could see you really drawn towards someone, especially if there's a smouldering attraction and it's very physical. And perhaps what Saturn's just asking you to do is, if you do find someone making your pulse rate, just think through very carefully. Don't be too impulsive, because Mars in the 8th house is very much about instant gratification, and when we put Jupiter with Mars, it can see us almost feeling invincible, but also it can make us rather more amorous and desirous of having that intimacy. So Saturn could feel like it's a little bit of a sluggish influence in some ways, but it is trying to protect you. Now, what may be more complex is if you're already in a close relationship and it isn't really making you happy, because part of a good relationship is not actually just the sex, it is the spiritual connection, and the 8th house can be very much to do with transformations. And however much we fancy someone, it has to have something a bit more than that. And perhaps what Saturn's going to do over the next couple of weeks is just make you very aware of this. So that Mercury retrograde, because it's in your sector of the future, asking you to think again there. But if you are footloose and fancy free, there may be someone in your social circle or who you meet through your work who is going to capture your attention over the next few weeks. It's been a great pleasure being with you, Scorpio. Have a great week.